Oh, well, gosh, Advent has been my favorite subject ever since I was really a little girl, because of its anticipatory quality. The thing about Advent that is so special to the season is the sense of hope, expectation. Something is going to happen. And I'll never forget, I often quote this because it made such a profound impression on me. I went once to California to preach at St. Matthew's Church in Pacific Palisades. I'm glad to be able to say this on a video. And I stayed with a lovely woman in her, I think, early 50s probably. And she was a new widow. Her husband had died quite recently, and he was only in his mid-50s. And she was grieving. And she wrote me afterwards, when it came to be Advent, she wrote me and said, I love the season of Advent. And she actually said this. She said, I love the darkness and the sense of something about to be fulfilled. And that's exactly right, it seems to me. Advent does begin in the dark, as I never cease to be tired of saying. And it requires us, the season requires us, if we're theologically honest, to take a fearless inventory of the darkness so that we will understand the greatness of the light that is coming. I was just up in the Diocese of Albany leading a clergy retreat, and I read something that their bishop, Bishop William Love, had written to them. He listed a long list of some, not all, but some of the horrors of our own time, the sufferings of our time, in all walks of life and in all countries, including our own. And I said to him that I thought he had been fearless in his examination of what our world is really like, which is important because Christmas has suffered so profoundly from commercialization and from, I think, from the extension of the holiday, from the original 12 days to a 6-week season of frenzy and competition and consumption. And I'd like to call the church back insofar as the Holy Spirit permits me, or allows me, or enables me, that would be a better word, to a deeper observance of Advent and a deeper observance of Christmas. I think it would be wonderful if we could observe the 12 days of Christmas, truly. We do that in our own family to some extent. We extend the season until 12th night and observe Epiphany. And I'd love to see, I think it would be wonderful if the church did that as a counterbalance to crazy Christmas, where you see the Christmas trees are out on the curb, sometimes even on Christmas night. Certainly by the day after Christmas, you drive along and there are the Christmas trees on the curb, whereas actually Christmas is just beginning. We're here in Boston. Right across the river is the St. John's Order of Monks, St. John the Evangelist, and they have written beautifully about the way that they celebrate Christmas. They don't decorate anything until Christmas Eve. And then it's an all-out splurge, and they continue splurging for 12 days. And I think that's wonderful, and it's ancient. It goes back to the church's earliest understanding of itself. And I'm so happy that that example is available to us today, and I think it would be really wonderful if churches and even homes observed Advent in that way, to remind us how dark, well, as Jesus himself said, how great is that darkness, and therefore, how great is that light.